we did go on some wacky crazy... Oh! I almost forgot to talk about the guy cafe. Oh, fucking hell, man.
And then we went to the... In contrast to the maid cafe, we went to the Ikemen bar by accident. Now that was something.
The main cafe we went to didn't have desserts. They were all totally out. And so we were like, well, let's go to another maid cafe for dessert. Elira and I, actually the three of us were all just like, wouldn't it be so fun if one day we could like go to a danso cafe? Which danso is like when the girls like dress up as the boys, you know?
That's what we wanted to do, is go to a cafe with pretty girls dressed as pretty men. And we were looking at the poster and it looked like, well, they looked really pretty. But we were like, nah, we don't really want to go here. But then one of the workers was like in the elevator and he was like, you come into our store? And we were like, okay.
And they were like so pretty. They were like so pretty. And we were like, and basically Finana was like, YOLO, and ran. And we were like, okay, I guess we're going to this cafe instead.
Why are we not able to say no? I don't know. But like, he was so beautiful. I really thought that he was just a beautiful girl inviting us to their star. And we were like, okay. So we went in. And then I walked into the bar and then it was men. And we were like, oh shit.
And the elevator opens up and we hear, hello. And then they started talking to us more and we were like, I don't think these are girls. I think these are actual men. And we ended up at an Ikemen cafe. There was like one other girl and right next to her there was like 3 sperm shots. There were like shot glasses in the shape of sperms and they had done 3 of them, I guess. And we were like, ah! These are real men! Why are we here? Well, actually, that was just me. I was literally in my brain. I was just like, I don't talk to men. I don't talk to guys. Sorry. Like, I mean, I don't know.
So I was the translator. You know, I realized at that moment how much I don't speak to people because these guys were like talking and I was like, oh my god, how the fuck do I talk to a real human being? So we walked in and we sat at the bar and they were like, you want alcohol? And we were like, no. They were like, you want nomi hodai? And we were like, can we get milk?
They were trying to really upsell us. I just got, but I know what we're talking about. They were trying to upsell us on like the all you can drink. And we were like, no, we just want one drink. Mind you, that drink was the most expensive drink of our entire lives. Like some of the bottles were $1,000. But we were like, no, we want milk. And so I got a melon milk and it didn't taste anything like melon.
These guys, they know how to talk, you know? They know what they're doing. They know how to talk. One of the workers, he's like, you like Ikemens? And I was like, I like 2D Ikemen. Dead ass, I say that. And he was like, oh. He was really trying, this guy. He's like asking all of us our favorite Ikemen or whatever. And then he gets to Finana and she's like, I like child, you know, Tartaglia. I could like see the light bulb above this guy's head where he was like, oh, you like Genshin, girl? I like Genshin too. It's immediately. Finana. This guy was really trying to milk Finana. Like, he was like, what other Ikemen from Genshin do you like? And Finana's like, I like Scaramouche. And then this guy pulls out his phone with a picture of Scaramouche on it. I like him too. Finana is so cute. So they were like, oh, you dress so cute. I love your fashion to her. And they were like, I love your hair. I love your makeup. And she was like, oh, thank you. And Finana was like, you know, like she's... Poma was like dead tired, I think. She looked like she wasn't having it. So I think the guys are like, they're going towards Finana because Genshin En. She was like, oh, thank you. And then I think that they forgot that I was like an actual person. Well, they were trying to talk to me too, but because I was the in-between communicator, I was like, just pretend I'm not here.
The guys were really good at talking, so they did their job very well. They were like really good at like striking up conversation and asking us stuff. English, Japanese, and Japanese, and Japanese. One of them tried really hard to speak English. Especially because they were like really excited to talk to Finana about Genshin.
This one guy he was pretty goofy though. I liked him. He's saying like, how do I compliment women in English? And I was like, I don't want to answer this question. He's like, pretty, beautiful, you are all sexy ladies. And I was like, oh my god. He was a little goofy. I liked him. He was a little silly guy.
I think because like anytime they would compliment Finana, she would give them a reaction, you know? They'd be like, you're so cute. And she'd be like, and they really were like thinking Finana was so cute. They were like complimenting her and stuff. And and she was like getting a little flustered. And I'm like, girl, they're paid to say this! And they were like asking us questions like, what are you into? And like Alira and I looked at each other. I was like, if you say Xenoblade, I'll say Metal Gear. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And so they were like, what do you like? And Alira was like, I like Xenoblade. And I was like, I like Metal Gear. And they were like, what? They were like, what? Who are these people? And then when they asked for my hobby, I was like, otage. And they were like, who are you?
I don't know. I think they didn't expect us to be quote unquote gamers. Yeah, I feel like Genshin is really big in Japan, like it's everywhere. So I think people being like, oh, I play Genshin is really normal. But then they go to the other two and they're like, what do you guys like? And we're like, I like Xenoblade. And the other one's like, I like Metal Gear. They were like pretty excited when Pomu said she liked Metal Gear, because like one of them was like, I love Metal Gear Solid 2 or something, and Pomu was like, I also love Metal Gear Solid 2. But then like I feel like they didn't have enough to say about it, so then they just kept going back to Genshin.
I don't even think we stayed like 45 minutes. I think we stayed like a half hour, and then we were like, time to go. We left. We got a story out of it, that's for sure.